Welcome to Anti-Chats and Tarot. It's time for your read. Sagittarius, welcome in. Thank you to all who have supported this channel. I really appreciate it. Let's remember, not everything will resonate here, but take what does and leave the rest. Take what helps you to help yourself and leave the rest. If you're interested in my artwork, there's more information on the community tab about that. Here's some examples and more examples there. Sag, what's the energy here we're dealing with, the message you need to hear, the overall situation? Three of Cups, something social. Five of Swords, but it's getting competitive. Or it always was. Actually, I'm hearing more of that. It always was competitive. You tried to look past this? Yeah. The only way is down, I hear, in this relationship. The only way is down. The World, I feel like you're getting an inkling on this. The only way here is down. Like nothing, maybe this person is really negative, or whatever you do, they see it as a direct threat to them, and it's competitive, and you're like, ugh, what good is this in my life? What good is this energy in my life? The Six of Cups, it's somebody from the past. Could be somebody from the past, or it could just be, a gift to kind of see this ahead of the overall scope. I'm hearing, that could mean like you see this before other people do, maybe. Yeah, there's toxicity here for sure. You're being encouraged to dissipate the anger. This person is very angry. They're competitive. Everything you do, they see as a direct strike against them in some way. It's something they grew up with. Like, I'm getting like a real big parental figure that was this way to them, or how they grew up. You may not know that, but you just kind of find them bizarre. And no matter how you go with this, you even try and encourage them to, reap the benefits of something that you're doing. And they fight it. It's like, oh, you think you're better than me. And all you're doing is trying to help them as you get helped along. But Spirit's saying, yeah, wasted energy. I hear that very clearly. The only way here is down. And you're coming to terms with this. Yeah. Definitely something about the past for them that causes them to be this way, but it's not yours to figure out, I hear, and it's not yours to rectify. Page of Cups. Yeah, they're very immature energy. They're still in that mind frame that they were as a child. And anybody who resembles parental characteristics, they act in this manner. This is a no-win for you, but you figured this out, or you're questioning this. Yeah. And so I'm hearing the timing of this is very helpful for you, because you're like, really? Is this really what I'm feeling here? Is this really what's going on? Yeah. Spirit is here to say, or the energy I see is, yeah, this needs to end. This will just get in the way of your big dreams, or what you want out of life. With the Star here and the Ten of Swords. Yeah. This needs to end, and they have no problem backstabbing you. In fact, that's part of the cyclical part of this, is you help them, you shine, and they stab you in the back. They utilize, whatever you're giving them, but then they stab you in the back with others, because they really want others to feel the way they feel. And the way they feel is very unhealthy. But again, I'm hearing that that's up to them to work at. You've got the Knight of Cups here, yeah, and the Death card. You're meant for people who come in with their cup of love. They resemble what you bring to the table, or what you bring to others, which is grace and sharing of, your benefits, and a very loyal and trustworthy and caring friendship that you offer. You're not getting from this person, but you're meant to. So you're meant to shut this down, because remember, the only way with this is down. I hear that phrase again. And to be with people that really, care about you and show that. And in a sincere manner. Two of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, yeah. But you need to get clear on this, because you're like somehow kind of saying, could this really be what's going on here that I sense? Yeah, trust your intuition. You need to block this. This person is always about, being very hurtful and then explaining their hurtfulness away. That's part of the manipulation too. That's part of what they saw from adults in their family. I don't think you know these adults, but if you do, yeah, it'll register with you, I'm hearing. Yeah, I remember this adult of theirs, or their parent acted like this when we were growing up. It was very confusing. Yeah, now they act like that. It's not a matter of showing that to them. I don't get that, because I am asking internally, is your role to show them that they act like this because you've known them for so long, some of you, and this will be eye-opening for them to hear this from you. No, I feel like it stokes the fire a little bit more there with their angst against you. Four of Pentacles is out here now. No, you're supposed to protect self. And we did start out with, a sense of you have an inkling about this. Yeah, protect yourself, protect what you've built. There's no more, sharing of your wealth here or your abundance or what you gain. You have a lot of gains in life and you've always shared it with them or you share a great deal with them. And there's an emphasis here of no more doing that. But don't cut it off in a way that causes, more angst. Just kind of slides quietly away from this. Be very busy. Yeah, you're very busy. This will be a milestone for you. In a way, you'll look back and say, yeah, my abundance was affected by this. Like you'll see now when you start focusing on self that your abundance rises tenfold. And I don't mean that necessarily monetarily, although it could be monetary, but you're just going to feel better health-wise too without this kind of monkey on your back. Or some sort of responsibility you feel for this person. Or for some of you, this is just a new person and you're like, yeah, no, this is not working out. The only way is down on this. 3 of Swords and 9 of Swords. Yeah, communication here. That's hurtful. Communication that is meant to worry you, or they call you at all hours of the night. Yeah, disruptive energy is what I want to say. And you're meant for happiness. Yeah, you're meant to shut this down, look to your future, hang on to your foundation here. Walk away from this for sure. Yeah. Yeah, and you're meant for relationships that come to you with love and equal amount of sharing. You really feel like these people that are meant for you care about you. I don't feel like you can honestly say that about this relationship. They're inconsistent. They're all about self. Yeah. It's something that triggers them about you. That's how well you are. You are independently very successful. And you are successful all often. Or that's how they view you. And they think success comes to you something unfairly. I mean, they've got this all twisted in their mind when you're just loving and caring and looking out for them, okay? But yeah, shut this down, walk away from this because there's nothing but down here. Let's grab a charm. Kind of a brusque, what do I want to say? It's kind of a abrupt message maybe. But it's the apple. It's meant for you to learn here. And you've learned already, yeah. You've learned this already. You just are saying, what? Do I have this right? Yeah. Spirit's saying, yeah, you have this right. Let's grab a botanical oracle to close out. I hear somebody saying, well, how will they heal? Yep. Okay, I get it. And normally I'm a lot more positive and forgiving in this kind of energy, but I'm not feeling that here. I'm feeling that's theirs to figure out, to answer that question. Adventure. You're meant for a different adventure with different energy, different people. Let's ask about that adventure card. Maybe we can get some more specifics here. The botanical is Samphire. S-A-M-P-H-I-R-E. What's the adventure here, Spirit? Oh, okay, yeah, great. 4 of Wands pops right away. Yeah, oh, I get it. Okay, so 4 of Wands. You're meant for an adventure with your family. You're meant to find, a significant other. This is, or this can even be marriage proposal, but celebration with family. You're meant for that. You're not meant for lack here. This person does have places they can go to help themselves with their issues. It's not for you to solve. What's for you is not this lack. What's for you is celebration and adventure. And you are deserving of this, so don't guilt yourself into thinking that you're not. You very much are. If you've known this person for a long time and you're like, why do I get the good stuff and they have to deal with? Well, it could just be karma. Which is not just could be, but it could be karma. It could be karma from other lives. And also look at it this way, from maybe if you want to look at it a little bit more, less woo-woo, more realistic. It's the attitude. It's the attitude that you go at life, because you're sharing and you're giving to others, and you're giving of your good fortune to others, and they're takers. So they sit in their karma because of that. It's how you look at life. And that's why the adventure and the celebrations are coming to you. So look at it that way, if maybe that's a little bit easier to look at. Please do like, share, subscribe, comment. It helps my channel. It helps the channel to grow, and it helps me to reach others. I really appreciate it. And if you feel inclined, please utilize the link below for Buy Me a Coffee. Thanks for joining me. Until next time, let's remember who we are, and let's remember our self-worth.